Alright, how's it going everybody out there in the crypto community? This is Jade, the XRP Martian, back with another Martian report. In this one, we're going to be listening to one of the developers from R3 talk about the Core to Settler. And I'm not going to play the entire video, but if you want, I will have a link in the description below so you can go through, watch through this. The actual talks about XRP begin around the 29 minute 30 second mark. So for anybody wanting to go watch through this whole segment, it's about 15 minutes worth of technical conversations around how Core to Settler will utilize XRP. What I want to play though is this little end segment here where he's basically giving you the conclusions regarding the Core to Settler's use rather of RippleNet and XRP, right? So with that said, let's jump right into this video clip and you can see why I am so excited to share this with you. Now, also before we do, should also point out, obviously this clip is from back in February, and also I do apologize for the less than fantastic video quality. I do not have a second monitor, so I can't make everything look beautiful on the screen like I normally do, and I don't have my backdrop, obviously, traveling, so I hope you can deal with, or hang in there with me over the next few days to, well, probably about the next few weeks really, while we're going to be constantly changing scenery, right? So with all that said, let's jump right into this clip.
So it doesn't look like much, but actually in practice what's happened is, to pay this off, we have gone out and we've, inside the flow, we've created an HTTP connection and we've submitted a payment to the XRP network. We've waited for XRP payment to complete, and then we've asked the settlement oracle, this trusted party, to confirm that that transaction has indeed happened on the XRP network for the correct amount to the correct account. And then the oracle signed and everyone's agreed that the obligation is killed off. So party A has killed off the obligation on this network, but given party B 20 XRP on the XRP network. Okay, so I can go and look at that now. And I'm just going to put up this little thing here. And so if I go to a random, so basically this is just me sending a curl request to the testnet and asking about this account and how much is in it. And so if I grab the account I had, then we should see and there you go. So it's not the prettiest thing, but here we can see that we've actually no longer got 10,000, but got 10,000 and this additional 2 here. And if we go and look at the account of the other guy, which we have here, so this was the address of the party who's done the paying, then we can go and update that and see that this transaction has happened. And you can see this guy's had his Ripple amount decreased by this much, plus some amount to make the transaction go through. So that's the demo. So very simple, very straightforward, but what it allows is using this Core to Settler technology to settle obligations on Corda, or buy assets on Corda, or finish trade deals on Corda using tokens from another network. And so we've integrated with Ripple. It's actually relatively easy to integrate with Ethereum, to integrate with Bitcoin. We can integrate with any token we want. But actually, and this is early days, but what we're thinking of next is, if you can integrate with Ripple and tokens, then in theory you can integrate with real world bank accounts, and then it starts becoming much more powerful. So if there's a way to check that a payment's gone through on a real world bank account or a real world banking network, then you can settle the agreement on the ledger. And then you don't need to worry about transferring all your value onto the ledger. You can just use Corda to manage the assets to let them move around, and you can pay this off with real world money. And so recently we announced a trial integration with Swift, which is the huge interbanking network. I was asked to do a presentation on this, but there's really nothing I can say yet. We have a webinar coming up, so search for that, and it'll talk about what this looks like. But the idea is to go beyond just integrating with tokens and start integrating the settler with the real world.
So there you have it. Pretty awesome stuff, right? And I want to drive home what this is saying at the end, right? He's saying that they could use Bitcoin, they could use Ethereum, they could use any other digital asset. And he even said that it'd be easier for Corda to integrate Bitcoin and Ethereum into their settlement system. The issue is that that doesn't give them access to real world settlement systems such as those involved with banking industry. Ripple offers Corda that. And what did he say in conclusion? Well, they're moving forward with a trial net with Swift, which we know they're now adopting the R3 Corda settler into their systems after their trials were finished. So this is the smoking gun, so to speak, that confirms that XRP will be the underpinning bridge asset for this network. Now, he does say something that is somewhat concerning to me, and the fact that he says that you don't have to transfer your value onto the blockchain. So that remains to be seen how that will be facilitated down the line, because obviously if there's no value on the Ripple net, then they're not going to be able to move large sums of money. And this actually gets into another topic, but that's going to be for another video. I just wanted to provide this smoking gun, as it were, showing everybody out there that, yeah, sure, Cryptalk may not have been a reliable source of information for his forged Swift documents showing that they're using XRP, but here we have one of the Corda developers explaining exactly that and saying that, I've said basically all I can say on this matter, because at the time they were under NDAs of some degree. And now, with the developments that we've seen as far as R3 and Swift's integration of the R3 Corda settler, we can say with a high degree of certainty, almost absolute certainty, that Swift will be using the XRP asset within the Corda settler, because that is what's going to give them access to the financial institutions that they want to have access to when facilitating these real-time cross-border settlements, right? So with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, apologies for the lower than usual quality than I'm sure many of you are used to, but while traveling, I still want to be able to provide everybody content, and hopefully you all can deal with me through this. I'm also going to be doing a live stream a little bit later today. It's still really early in the day. It's only 6 in the morning, so I know that most of you all out there are probably just waking up, getting ready for work, and so on. So I'll be doing a live stream around hopefully around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So anybody that's able to tune in, please do. And I'm also going to try and have a second video out before then, talking about this. A letter that came out from the Bank of Brazil, and there's a lot of really fun information in that, really juicy information that also helps confirm to a lesser extent than this a lot of the things that we've heard being entertained within the XRP community as far as other financial institutions. So hope to see you for that video. As always, if you're new, please be sure to hit that subscribe and ring that bell. And as always, hit that like and leave a comment in the comment section below. Any interaction you give me obviously helps with the YouTube algorithms, and that helps my videos get viewed more. And I appreciate each and every one of you for your constant viewership and your support and help in getting my content out there. So thank you as always, and I can't wait to see all of you in my next video on Mars.